Welcome back to Shnayim Yomi, Parshas Noach, Rivi'i. Alrighty, now Hashem says it's time to make your way out of the Teva. And what does it do? They went in, Noach and his sons and their wives and their children, and then now it's time to make their way out, and they leave the Teva. Now, when they go and they leave, everything leaves, all the animals leave, everybody who's in the Teva, time to make your way out of the ark. And what does he do? What is the first thing he does? He brings karbonos ta'kodesh baruch hu, and Hashem smells the reach nichoach la Hashem kaviyachal. He smells and he says, wow, no more destruction like this again. That's an important thing to know. Like this, Paro made a mistake, thought that the world would never be destroyed again from the Mabel, so he thought he can go and he could, Hashem will never do it again, but he didn't realize it could still happen to one particular area. But okay, the point is not kind of the whole destruction going to happen again. And now he's no longer a vegetarian. Now's his opportunity to go ahead and eat meat. This is your time. He ruled over the animals. He took care of them for all the time that he was in the Teva, and he earned that ability to go ahead to now go ahead and actually eat meat themselves. But you can't murder, no killing people. We're created b'tzelem Elokim. And then we get to one of the three mitzvos in the Torah. Amazing, unbelievable. One of the three mitzvahs that are found in the entire Sefer Bereshis. Those who saw last year, I was zocheh to do Parshas Vayera, and that was one of the mitzvahs as well. And now we have another one, and that is the mitzvah of Peru Uruvu Melusa Aretz. Now it's time to have children, to go ahead and to fill up the world. Hashem wants this world to be populated. He wants it to be people. He wants it to be children. And therefore now we have a mitzvah to go ahead and to have children. Interestingly, Chazal say that you're not allowed to murder. And if you're not allowed to murder or kill, and then it says have children. Chazal say, what's the juxtaposition? What's the smichas of parshas? That someone who doesn't have children is like they were shofech dam. Obviously, if they didn't try, it's not in our control if we're going to actually be successful, but at least we go and we try. Now, what's interesting to note is when we started off, we mentioned a couple of Leos ago, and we're going to say it where we saw it right now, that when Noach went into the Teva, he went in, Noach, his three sons, and then his wife went in with their three sons. But when they came out of the Teva, it says Noach came out with his wife and their sons with their wives to go and show what? That when they went in, they had to separate, but when they came out, they were able to come back together. Why is that? The answer is because when the world is suffering, when people are going through pain, we're not allowed to be sitting and having joy and being in a great situation and really enjoying ourselves. There's the story going around now in a picture about Rav Kolodetsky, who was the son-in-law of Rav Chaim Kanievsky. And his Rebbetzin showed some of the families of the Chatufim, of those that are kidnapped and held in Gaza or wherever they are, that her husband, since October 7th, hasn't slept normally on a bed. He slept on the floor, and then when it got too hard, he was getting sick, he put a wooden board on his bed, and he lied on it. He said, if Klal Yisrael, there are people that are suffering, I can't be enjoying myself. An amazing lesson to be learned. Maybe we're not in such a dark, but to take on something that we should realize that if people are suffering, that we should recognize, realize that, and feel the pain. Imo anochi b'tzara, I'm feeling your pain. No sivam chavero, and this is what happens here. Even though they were saved, they're not going to go ahead and be enjoying themselves. The whole world's being destroyed right now. We have to make sure that we're separating from our wives and not just enjoying, but then after, when it's finished, then they can go and come back. Join us next time on Shnayim Yomi.